Alright, what's up? I'm Fistful of Energon. This is Grimlock, and this is the classic Addict fix. Now I got a little backstory with this figure. He's actually the single figure that got me back into collecting toys and Transformers. He was the first Transformer I bought in a long time, with the exception of Masterpiece Prime. That was a gift I got several months before this guy. But yeah, and he pretty much sealed the deal for me. I wasn't aware of the classic series. I never followed any of the websites to hardly any degree. So when I saw this guy in stores, I pretty much flipped, because growing up, Grimlock was one of my favorite characters. Now I bought him on impulse because it was Grimlock and I didn't care, and I wanted a lot of the other ones, but at the time I didn't see any kind of reasoning in buying, you know, $60 worth of toys all at once. But all that's changed now. After getting this guy home, I definitely noticed some differences compared to how I remember Grimlock. One of the main ones was how his head became his feet and legs now. It was kind of weird how he was standing on his tippy toes and heels, but I didn't really care too much. Another thing I did notice is I felt a certain Beast Wars influence on him, especially like in the legs. Beast Wars is about when I got out of Transformers, and I always thought that the Transformers shouldn't be turning into a bunch of animals. But the Dinobots were okay to me, so I don't really understand that. Looking back now, there's a lot of Beast Wars figures that I probably like. But at the time, I thought it was really weird. But regardless, he obviously made a big enough impression on me to continue collecting them. So, without further ado, this is Grimlock. Now, without buying Transformers in a while, or even playing with them, I wasn't used to the transformations. And I gotta say, this guy was really tricky at first, and he still is. I think out of a lot of the classics line, he's got one of the more intricate and complex transformations. Now, I've already lost his little missile to go to this, but I don't care. Transformers guy is a little weird. I know some people use this as a weapon. I think it's kind of stupid, and it fits nicely on his back, and that's where I store it. So, on a transformation, I think the weirdest part that really got me was how his chest piece flips around there. I know it looks simple doing it now, but at the time it was a little hard for me to get. So I'm going to just start flipping them around. Now, even though I'll still admit that the fact that his head becomes his feet is a little weird for me, I think it fits him well. I like how a lot of the classics line have the same look as their G1 counterparts, but they have their own feel and unique designs that is exclusive to that line. And honestly, I mean, if they made them almost exactly like they would, or they did back then, but obviously with more articulation and detail, it wouldn't be the same. So, anyways, here's Grimlock in Dino mode, and one of the first things I noticed after transforming him and putting him in T-Rex mode was how they've incorporated the updated knowledge of Tyrannosaurus Rex. Originally, around the time when Transformers was a cartoon, archaeologists scientist, whatever, thought that T-Rex walked like this, with his tail, you know, shuffling around on the ground. And that is why G1 Grimlock looks like that. But we've later found out that they didn't quite stand like that, and they used their tail for balancing. And I really liked how they updated the character with that kind of, you know, new discovery. Now, I know the Henkai one of this, at least from what I've seen, it looks awesome. Especially with the chrome around here, it's really even more G1 accurate with its look than this one. But I love how they used a black wash with his body torso. And to my knowledge, they haven't done it to any other one, which is kind of odd. But I think it really makes him unique, and for that one reason, you know, I'm perfectly okay with not owning the Henkai. So, but here's Classics Grimlock, my first Classics Transformer, and I gotta point this out. I missed it in the last two, but I love how they brought back the rub symbol. To me, when I was a kid, that was just like the coolest thing in the freaking world. It's so sad they didn't incorporate that with 2.0, but it's not a big loss, you know. But it would have been really cool if they continued with it. But that's fine. So, again, I'm Fistful of Energon, and this is Classics Grimlock.